Hey, so before I start today's video, I just want to say a few things before I make this a long rant. First off, if you play any of these games, that's fine. I really don't care. The purpose of this video is just a little rant, just a little opinion from me, because especially from a hardcore gamer like me who grew up playing these types of games and witnessed the slow pain of watching these games go from much beloved to overall hated. So, there's that. Now, I want to talk about the Fortnite-ification of video games. So, what I mean by the Fortnite-ification of video games, ladies and gentlemen, is the amount of unnecessary crossovers, a crap load of microtransactions, a lot of battle royales, and a lot of battle passes. And microtransactions aren't new, so are crossovers, and they've been around for a while. Microtransactions have always been universally frowned upon. We can all agree on that, right? Microtransactions do suck, especially if it's a game that you paid actual money for, like Call of Duty, for example. And crossovers, I don't have a problem with. Crossovers, uh, with crossovers actually, I like it if they're done right. And there's a lot of crossovers that I like that I think have done right. Like for example, Super Smash Brothers, Mario vs. Capcom, Sonic and Sega All Star Racing, the Mario and Sonic series. Those games are really great. And again, I grew up playing Smash Brothers. I used to play Smash Brothers competitively and religiously, but that's a story for a different day. If we want to talk about two of the biggest uh, examples of games becoming Fortnite-ified is Call of Duty and Mortal Kombat. Let's start off with Mortal Kombat, shall we? Let's start off with Mortal Kombat. For Mortal Kombat, it's mostly because of crossovers, and with Mortal Kombat 1, MK1, it got way worse. So Mortal Kombat 9, they started doing this whole crossover by adding in horror movie characters in there and other game characters too, other media franchises as well. For MK9, they added Freddy Krueger and Kratos if you have the PS3 version. I have the PS3 version, and I enjoyed playing the crap out of Freddy Krueger, even if I don't know who the fuck that was or if I've ever seen Nightmare on Elm Street at the time. I just thought it was cool when I was a kid. And Mortal Kombat 10, they upped the ante. They added Jason Voorhees, they added the Xenomorph, they added Leatherface, they even added Bo' Rai Cho back from Mortal Kombat. And I'm like, whoa, hell yeah. I don't mind that at all. Mortal Kombat 11 and onward, they've overstayed its welcome with the addition of adding more non-Mortal Kombat characters into the game, right? I mean, why is Joker here? Why is Terminator here? Why is RoboCop or fucking John Rambo or Spawn doing here? Like, welcome back Nightwolf. Welcome back Shang Tsung. Welcome back Melina. But everyone else has to go. Seriously. I don't mind adding, like a few of them? Like a few of the non-media characters? No, sorry, the non-Mortal Kombat characters? But come on. You gotta know when is too much. Mortal Kombat 1 was way worse. Seriously, you have to pay real money if you want to buy a fatality or a skin. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was kidding, guys. But it's true. It's true. That's why I never bought Mortal Kombat 1 in the first place. Because I wanted to wait a little bit to see how good it was. I want to watch some gameplay. And, the gameplay it's mid. It's mid. Not only that, but don't get me started on the new packs. Like, seriously. Like, don't get me wrong. Ermac is back. Cyrax and Sector are back. That's fine. Welcome back. And I welcome them with open arms. But Omni-Man? Conan the Barbarian? Homelander? Peacekeeper? Ghostface? Are you serious? I know Warner Brothers Games is owned by Warner Brothers Discovery, and Warner Brothers Discovery they're a huge conglomerate. They own they own the people that make Mortal Kombat, and they own some of those franchises, especially Peacekeeper, which is a DC character played by fucking John Cena. I like John Cena. I grew up watching John Cena when I was a kid. So it's just this just ain't it. This ain't it for me. Like seriously. Like bring back hey, I don't know if Test Your Luck is there. Is Test Your Luck there? I'm pretty sure it is. If not, then fuck. Just bring back the crypt. Just bring back the fucking crypt, dude. Seriously. Whatever happened to just grinding to get something? There's nothing good with a little bit of grinding. Just locking in. Just lock in, play on hours and hours instead of just taking the coward's way and just buying fake currency. Sorry. Buying fake currency. The worst offender? The worst offender is definitely Call of Duty. I grew up playing Call of Duty. Since Modern Warfare 2. And it just gets worse and worse and worse from here, ladies and gentlemen. Especially since, oh my god, especially since Modern Warfare 2019. Ever since they added fucking Warzone. Because they knew how popular it is with Fortnite, they might as well just follow suit. Because, hey, it's Call of Duty, right? Why not just do that? I understand you want to follow the money, but this just ain't it. And don't get me started on them adding unrealistic skins, unrealistic weapons, and skins for said weapons. Seriously. Vanguard. I want to talk about Vanguard and Black Ops 6 for a second. Well, I mean, they added so much skins ever since they started doing this stuff. Like seriously, they're adding Ghostface, they added NBA players, they added WWE wrestlers, they added characters from The Boys, they added cartoon characters, they added anime characters, they added a character from what's it called? Attack on Titan in Vanguard. In a World War II game. You have to be kidding me here, ladies and gentlemen. Like, why? Why? Follow the money, they say. And, well, yeah, they're following the money. And the consumers are just eating it up. They're eating it up. They'll eat anything that's on their plate. And one of the biggest offenders, Snoop Dogg and Vanguard. I don't have a problem with Snoop Dogg, by the way. I like Snoop Dogg. I love Snoop Dogg. Seriously, he guest starred on one of my favorite shows when I was a kid, Sanjay and Craig. When I saw Snoop Dogg guest star, I was like, hell yeah! Oh my god, Snoop Dogg, yay! And by the way, Sanjay and Craig is a good show, okay? I don't really care what you guys say. I don't care what you guys say, okay? I don't care what you guys say. But why would you add Snoop Dogg to a World War II game? That's already unrealistic in the first place. They added anime packs? Anime tracer packs? Like what? Bro, this is a World War II game. If you want to play a good how do I say this? You want a good World War II game from Call of Duty? World at War. Call of Duty 3. World War II even. World War II paid so much respect to World War II and was more accurate to the actual history than Vanguard will ever be. And don't get me started on their zombies mode, ladies and gentlemen. Vanguard Zombies is an utter complete joke. I'm being serious. Just don't play Vanguard. Just stop playing Call of Duty in general. Black Ops 6 is its worst offender with this Fortnite-ification of video games. You want to know why? Beavis and Butthead. American Dad. I mean, we could already talk about them adding Jay and Silent Bob in the game, Squid Games. I understand you want to cap. It's like a tie-in event for Squid Game because there's a new season. I don't watch Squid Games anyways, but Beavis and Butthead and American Dad are the worst offenders in this event because not only do they look very ugly, for the Beavis and Butthead part, their lines for all the 4 characters, Beavis, Butthead, Todd, and Coach Buzzcut, They literally just rip it from the show. They didn't even bother. They didn't bother adding in original lines, especially to fucking Buzzcut and Todd. They barely have any lines. They barely have any fucking lines in Black Ops 6. Beavis and Butthead have more lines. But again, all their lines for all the 4 characters are just ripped from the show. From the original show in the 90s that aired on MTV. And they just called it a day. And people ate it up. With the American Dad skins, at least they tried and added original lines. They actually hired Seth MacFarlane and have him do the lines. But guess what? All those lines were out of character. They didn't even bother adding that American Dad zing. That what made American Dad American Dad. Seriously. People still eat this up, by the way. I'm very, very freaking, very, very frustrated with this. I guess you could tell from the tone of my voice. I'm fatigued just even talking about modern day Call of Duty. I know about Black Ops 7, adding AI slop to their calling cards. It's very obvious. It's very obvious in how they butchered the storyline with the story mode. But that's a story for a different day. So what do we do? Now, right? What do we do now? Just stop playing these games. Seriously. Just stop playing these games. Boycott these fucking companies because they don't care about you. Because let me tell you this. These big companies, they keep turning their games into Fortnite or Fortnite adjacent games. And they don't care about becoming original because all they care about is our wallet. They steal from us. Ladies and gentlemen, they steal from us. And we are stupid for letting them take our money and running with it. These people are just, how do I say this? These companies are smart, not in a good way. These AAA corporations, they're smart, but not in a good way. Because why? They know we're stupid. They know we'll eat anything that's on our plate. And we lose what critical thinking is. If you really love a game, if you really love some form of media, right? Whether it be a video game or an anime or a TV show or a cartoon or a comic book or anything, you should criticize it. You should criticize it. I'm not saying you should become a hater. You should hate everything. No. If you love something so much, you should be able to criticize it. I'm critical of the state of TF2 right now. Like, they've yet to bring back casual. Oh, I'm sorry. They've yet to revert meet your match. They've yet to return quick play and get rid of casual. Don't get me started on the workshop sloppers, but that's also a story for a different day with TF2. So, my advice again, always be critical. Don't just consume everything and not question everything. You got to be critical. You have to be rational. You have to think. If you love something so much, you should be able to criticize it. That is all I have to say. So this is Imp. And I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys. Peace.